Welcome back. New at 6, a Tulsa family says goodbye to the last local survivor of the 1921 race riot. Hazel Jones lived to be 99 and spent the last decades advocating for peace in Oklahoma.
Bringing awareness and bringing acknowledgement of what happened and some kind of resolution.
2 Works For You reporter Megan Allison sat down with her family and shows us the legacy she left behind.
It was a story that Hazel Jones kept quiet for years. Fearing a Ku Klux Klan presence in Tulsa, she stayed silent over the violence that shook this community. But once she spoke out, peace was a mission she pushed for until her final days.
And there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of dialogue that needs to be had.
The Jones family says the 1921 riot shaped their grandmother into the person she was meant to be. She was only 2 years old during what's described as the worst incident of racial violence in American history. But relatives say she carried the memory her entire life.
I remember as a little girl seeing the cross burning. I think that was one of the most vivid things that stuck in her mind. Also the screams, not knowing what was happening.
On that day, gangs of white Tulsans lit fires throughout the African American community of Greenwood. Thousands said goodbye to their homes and hundreds lost their lives. Almost 100 years later, the Jones family says there's still work to do.
That we can all come together as one and stop being so divided, because these many years later, we're still divided.
Hazel's grandchildren say in some Tulsa neighborhoods, that division is clearly visible.
I think there's a mentality of separation between different parts of the city, the north side, other parts of the city.
Hazel fought for reparations for survivors of the riot for years, even marching in Washington, D.C. But her family sees her as more than just an advocate. They tell us she was the kindest person they ever knew and the glue of the family.
And this is the meeting place. This is where everybody came to gather around, and especially on Sundays, this is where the place to be was. So it's going to be an adjustment since she's not here anymore.
There will be a service for Jones tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at the North Peoria Church of Christ, but the family expects a large crowd to honor her. Reporting in the Greenwood District, Megan Allison, 2 Works For You.